It's nothing new. All right, boom, moving on. Boom. We were the first people everywhere, including the Americans. We have to realize that to know the full truth about ourselves so we can move on. Okay, so we gotta talk about the prime first because we don't know who we are. Boom. Original people of the Americans. Now this, you can clearly tell that these are the same motherfucker. But this motherfucker is classified as an Indian. And this motherfucker is classified as a Negro. But they're the same people. Okay, this motherfucker is classified as a Native American, but you can tell she got locks. You feel what I'm saying? So boom, that's all I had to show. Now moving on. Boom. We didn't come from Africa in 1555. Yes. I don't know why niggas keep believing that lie. Niggas find out that the first Native Americans and the true Native Americans was melanated, but they still hold on to that lie of, oh, Caucasians are so strong, they killed all the Native Americans, and at the same time they killed the Native Americans, they came over here and enslaved everybody. No, motherfucker, don't give them that much credit, nigga. They didn't do that shit. Anyway, I'm gonna explain that. They have us believing that they went all the way to Africa and brought us by the millions, somehow, and that we're not even from this land. Let's get into it. And I found this meme. This shit was so funny to me. I did not make this. Put this on my soul. It's so funny to me. We got these niggas believing they're Africans. Now we control their land and their whole livelihood. Changing their identity was the best thing we ever done. Charles Darwin was a genius. They actually let us educate their children. Laughing my ass off. They think Negroes only exist in one continent. Dumbass niggas, laughing my ass off. Boom. Moving on. Let's get it. Moving on. Boom. Number one. Okay, to explain how we didn't come from Africa. The Clotilda is the only American slave ship ever found. It needs to be preserved. Let me say that shit again. The Clotilda is the only, not the second, not the third, the only American slave ship ever found. It needs to be preserved. So you telling me these niggas can find thousands of motherfucking dinosaur bones from millions of years ago, but they can't find one more big ass slave ship? You told us you was snatching niggas up 200 years ago. That's what you told us. You told us that you was snatching niggas up 200 years ago. But you can find old ass dinosaur bones. You can go to damn Kemet and find all type of ancient artifacts by the thousands that's millions of fucking years old, but you can't find two big ass slave ships. That's what you telling me. You was just snatching niggas up 200 years ago, so-called, but you can't find more than one slave ship. You would expect there to be museums full of slave ships, considering the fact that they claim to have brought millions of them from Africa. Now let me let my brother right here talk, because that nigga said it the best.
We was written out of history. That's why they say the pen is mightier than the sword. Well, it was. When we can't beat you, we'll write you out of history.
All them niggas dead, because what he said the pen is mightier than the sword. They said they killed all the Native Americans. They didn't kill the Native Americans. All they did was change the name of Native Americans to African Americans. How the hell you an African American but you need a passport to go to Africa? Let me let my man talk.
We'll change your name. We'll change your title. You're no longer Yamasa. You're now Creek. You're no longer Creek. We went by any other name except for our true identity, our true heritage, our true culture. Our people have been written out of history. That is genocide. Our people have been taken out of their rightful place. That's genocide. The fact that you have to fight to find out who you are. The fact that you have to go before people who are so historically crippled that when faced with the truth and looking at the truth and looking you in your face and seeing your Native American heritage, they still want to deny it. Because you don't look Asian.
Mongoloid.
Because you don't have the long flowing hair.
Indian.
Every time, you cut on the TV, all the westerns, white men dressing up as Indians.
Okay, boom, moving on. Number two, for the niggas still in denial. I'm not with the bullshit today. I'm promise you I'm not with the bullshit today. The original definition of American is a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races. What the fuck is the argument? What's the argument? What's the original definition? 1828 Webster Dictionary. This means, nigga, and 200 years ago, literally, the definition of American was you. The definition of Native American was literally you 200 years ago. So a Native of America originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races. It's only one copper-colored race on this motherfucking planet, okay? But now, found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. Okay, the original definition for American was applied to the native copper-skinned people of the Americas. What's really the motherfucking argument? Like really the argument. That's the original definition. You can go look that up yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Moving on, and then you can go even before I even move on. Then you can even go read Christopher Columbus, okay, and all the other explorers' journals. They said the first niggas they seen when they got over here was oily black-skinned people. Moving on, number 3. Okay, so now that you understand that the first Native Americans were melanated, okay, they claim that they went to Africa to get slaves because Native Americans all died from disease, and Africans had stronger genes suited for slavery. Now, since we realize that Native Americans and Africans are the same motherfucking people, that theory doesn't make sense. Why? Because both of us have the same strong melanated genes. So if one didn't survive, then the other wouldn't. It would make more sense to just enslave the melanated people already over here instead of wasting time by going all across the world. Okay? You gotta think about it. Nigga, it literally took 8 months just to get to goddamn Africa. Then you gotta goddamn snatch the niggas up and then take 8 months back. Okay? You might as well enslave the niggas already over here. And then niggas say, well, Vaughn, our people over here already died from disease. Nigga, that don't even make sense because nigga, if the Native Americans died from disease, you telling me the Africans did it? Nigga, the Africans was so-called on a boat for motherfucking months with no food, no water, and piss and shit. And you telling me they survived that? And they around the same Caucasians with the same motherfucking disease, and they survived that. Nigga, they would have showed up in the Americas dead as hell. Okay, so they didn't go to damn Africa, my nigga. All they did was change your name into an African American. You was already here, bro. You feel me? Now, number 4, because I know it's some things like, okay, Vaughn, you spitting, but why would they even lie about all this shit? Like why the fuck would they even waste time and just bullshit like that? Okay, number 1, so you wouldn't get reparations, okay? You wouldn't get no money, you wouldn't get none of that money that you're owned. Nigga, we own billions, and that's just on the 3D level. Number 2, so we wouldn't consciously feel connected to this land and rebel to get it back. Now, what do I mean when I say so we wouldn't consciously feel connected to this land? Okay, for instance, every time a nigga talk about let's go back to Africa and shit, niggas be like, yeah, we could, but like I don't really feel like, I don't really know. Like niggas be like, oh, I don't really know. That's because nigga, you know this is your home, and at the same time, you be in the back of your head like, damn, like this really ain't even my home. We do gotta go back to Africa, nigga. This is your home right here. This is your own. So they get you all psychologically fucked up in your head. You don't know which one to choose, nigga. This is your home right here. And what do I mean when I say we wouldn't rebel to get it back? What makes you more mad as a melanated being? Oh, we came from Europe and we went to the Americas, then we went to y'all homeland, Africa, and y'all was in mud huts, y'all wasn't doing shit. And then we put y'all on boats and enslaved y'all, and then we civilized y'all, and now y'all have to do what we say, blah, blah, blah. Or we came all the way to fucking Europe because we don't mind our fucking business and we always trying to goddamn conquer some shit and be the top niggas. We came all the way from fucking Europe over to the damn Americas and we betrayed y'all because you have to understand, when they talk about the pilgrims and Thanksgiving and all that, you celebrating your goddamn demise, nigga. When they talk about, oh, the Native Americans that helped them in the winter and then they killed all those Native Americans, the Native Americans look like us, nigga, okay? So we came all the way from Europe, betrayed y'all, and then we later enslaved y'all, and now y'all have to work for us, y'all have to do what we say, y'all have to pay bills, y'all have to even go to boring ass school, and y'all have to live in our society because we said so. And now we own y'all land and y'all can't do shit. What makes you more mad? If I handed you a 4.5 or a motherfucking AK and I said, nigga, let's go fuck some shit up and I got 1,000 niggas behind me, which one would make you like, nigga, let's go pop some shit off? The second one, right? Okay, so that's why they didn't tell your ass. Cause nigga, if they would have told our grandma and granddad that shit, nigga, I wouldn't even be making this video right now. Nigga, the elders would have been got that shit popping. Okay, moving on. Now let me give you the finesse. Since you don't know who you are, and they do, you are at a disadvantage. This is why police or non-melanated people in general get away with the crimes they do to us at a large scale. Okay? Now, let me give you even more proof. The Civil Rights Act of 1968. There was only one group of people in the Civil Rights Act. Niggas, there was only one group of people. So why would they give a nickname for the Civil Rights Act, Indian Civil Rights Act, Indian Bill of Rights? Why would they call us Indians? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now let me read the 14th Amendment. Now everybody has the perception that, oh, the 14th Amendment gave melanated people rights. Okay. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and state wherein they reside. But what you niggas not understanding is, while the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution defines as citizens any person born in the United States and subject to a jurisdiction, the amendment had not been interpreted by the courts to not apply to native peoples. Nigga, you is a native, nigga. You see the loophole, nigga? You thinking that you are African American, but you not realizing that the 14th Amendment don't apply to native people, and you a motherfucking native. So nigga, this is why niggas be killing melanated people and they get away with this shit legally, nigga. So now moving on. Citizenship, let me put you on. Now you have to go get this book. It's called Meet Your Straw Man. This shit literally tells you how you are still legally enslaved. On God, that shit literally teaches you how you legally is a slave, and they legally know that you a damn slave. So U.S. citizenship is not a nationality, okay? Now what nationality is, oh, Asian American, African, that's what a damn nationality is, okay? The 14th Amendment gave you citizenship for the U.S., not a nationality of the U.S. You are not an African American. Black and African American don't exist because we aren't those things in reality. How did we get naturalized if we are the original and natural people and we own this land? How the fuck you gonna naturalize a nigga that's natural to this land? How the fuck you gonna come in my house and tell me, nigga, you gotta sign this paper? Nigga, this is my motherfucking house, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, how the fuck you an African American, but if I was to go to Africa right now, nigga, I would need a passport. Why the fuck can't I just go back to my homeland? Come on now, nigga. Anyway, moving on. Boom. Now this is the SF-181 form. Let me put you on the game. Now when you click your ethnicity, right, everybody be clicking this shit. Now it says black or African American. I'm gonna give you the definition of black in a minute. This is why I don't call us black, okay? A person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. Now when you look at American Indian, it says a person having origins in any of the original people, the copper people of North and South America, including Central America. So you supposed to be circling American Indian, but nigga, you circling black or African American, and you not even realizing what black means. So now let me switch you on to what black means, okay? Now this is the Google definition of black. Of the very darkest color owing to the absence of light. Of the very darkest color owing to the absence of light. So nigga, when you say you black, nigga, you saying that you non-existent, nigga. You say, nigga, are you this color, nigga? Are you this color? When you saying you black, you saying you non-existent. How the fuck we go from colored people to black people? Not only that, let's look at the legal definition of black. Because you know these Caucasians love that legal shit. You know these lawyers, you know they work with that legal shit. Boom. Socially and politically, black implies silver mortis, which means dead in the eyes of law. So nigga, you saying you dead. So nigga, you wonder why every time you say Black Lives Matter, they keep getting to shooting at your ass. Nigga, you saying you dead. Literally. So when you sign your name on the SF-181 form, nigga, you saying you dead. And you wonder why they organ harvesting niggas. You wonder why they doing all this shit. Now let's look at the ancient word of black. Boom. The word black can be traced back to its Proto-Indo-European origin through the word black, which meant pale, wan, or colorless. Okay? Or albino. In Middle English, the word was spelled as black, the same thing as the modern word black, okay? Only at the time around 1051 AD, it still meant a fair skin or so-called white person. So nigga, you calling yourself dead, you calling yourself non-existent, and you calling yourself pale. You still black. We are the only people on this planet that identify ourselves by a color or a region named after a European. The real name of Africa ain't even fucking Africa. It's named after Scipio Africanus, which is a European. We don't even know the real name, the real original name of motherfucking Africa. And don't say it's Akabulan, because no, that was named after Arabs. We don't know the original name. We ain't never gonna find out because they burned all our shit down. They didn't tell